Hello, hello, happy people. Hello, welcome to your manifestation journey. Oh, this isn't a hot chick. I'm Balin. I love it when people jump in here and they're like, oh, old white guy. I'm leaving. Good to see you. Welcome. We'll give a few minutes just to get some more folks in here. It's a wild and happening Saturday night. That's right. A rockin' Saturday night with the Recalculator, talking about manifestation, taking control of our lives, making it what we want. Because we decide. Other people don't decide what our lives are like. We decide what our lives are like. Right? We do it. We choose. So, what's everybody doing tonight? Where are you at? Where are you at? Who are you? Where are you at? What are your questions? Greetings and welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Oh, they're poured in by the ones. Person after person is piling in and turning around and leaving because I'm old white guy. Hey, Argentina, what's happening? Welcome, Florida, Argentina. We've got the entire central time zone covered. Germany, it's a little late over there right now. You should be in bed. Egypt, it's late there too. You guys aren't, thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that you adore my videos. I adore you for adoring my videos. Thank you so much. You guys that are staying up so late, I seriously appreciate you being here. It's got to be like, what, 2 or 3 in the morning for you guys? In Germany? It's like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. You guys are crazy. You got to sleep once in a while at some point. I guess we'll sleep when we're dead, right? All right. So, Fiji. I can't even begin to guess what time it is in Fiji. Welcome, one and all. Thank you. What questions do you have for me this fine evening? I am here to share of my wisdom, such as it is, for free. Do you think it's bad to manifest a specific person instead of a relationship in general? Yes. Yes, I do. I believe you can totally manifest a type of person. I mean, why wouldn't you want to manifest exactly what you wanted in a person, exactly what you wanted in a relationship, which may or may not be that person that you have your eye on? Could be that person, could be somebody else, but why wouldn't you want the best? Why wouldn't you just want to manifest the best and go with that? That's what I did. It worked out for me. 1:40 in the UK. 3 a.m. My goodness. Do you guys not ever sleep? What is the point of white pepper? It's really good. I love white pepper. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I mean, there's 7 billion people in the world, so why wouldn't you want to just clearly define what your best relationship would look like and let the universe bring you that person? It worked out for me. I was manifesting my idea of, the best person. At the same time, my wife was manifesting her idea of the best person. The universe brought us together, and we are about to celebrate our 16th, I think, anniversary coming up in July next month. So it's working out so far. We're pretty happy. What about manifestations related to the Bible? The Bible is the greatest guide on how to manifest ever written. Jesus was the master manifester, right? The Bible is all about success and how to manifest and how to take control of your life and how to have the life of your dreams. I mean, it is the rule book on how to do that. How to fully let go of the actions of people that have betrayed you deeply. Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. You got to work on forgiveness. I have been deeply betrayed in my lifetime a couple of times, and it took a while. It took a lot of work. It took a continual uh, practice on forgiving that person over and over and over. And how you know you finally got there is when you can think of that person and not have any kind of emotional reaction. You think of them and you just think of them like you think of any other person in the world. Then you know you're past it. But it's very difficult to get to that point because if you've been really hurt badly, um, or you think you've been seriously wronged in some way, then it's going to take some work. But realize that, you hanging on to a grudge or you being upset with that other person in some way doesn't hurt that other person at all. They're just living their life out there and, they don't even know that you're mad at them sometimes. And so the best thing you can do is to let go of all that poison for yourself and not for that person, Doesn't make what they did right, doesn't bring justice to the situation, but letting go of that betrayal sure makes you feel better. And, practice over and over and over. Every time it comes up, every time those feelings come up, and realize that we're not perfect either. We make mistakes, we offend other people, we need forgiveness from time to time. So realize that as we forgive ourselves and as others forgive us, and as we receive forgiveness, so too must we forgive. I mean, it's only fair, right? So, um, yeah, and the more you can do that, the you'll feel better about it. Gracie, why is it easy to manifest for others, but when I try to manifest for myself is difficult? Because for some reason you either think you don't deserve it or you don't really want it. You think you want it, or somebody else has told you that you should want it, but you don't really want it. Or it's usually some form of you don't deserve it, you're not worthy, right? Which is a load of crap. We made that up, right? We made up the rules about worthiness, and yeah, that's just silly. Of course you're worthy. You're a human being. All human beings are worthy, right? There is no such thing as worthiness as far as manifestation is concerned. Righteousness and having things or money are two totally different things. They're not related. So, and the universe doesn't care. The universe isn't judging you. The universe is just energy. It's just bringing you what you're thinking about. So it's, I'm here to tell you that you're worthy. You deserve it. Okay, you deserve to have whatever you want, just like everybody else. You don't have to go without so somebody else can have. Nobody has to lose so you can win. Nobody has to lose, period. Nobody has to lose so somebody else can win. That's never a prerequisite. There is plenty for everyone. So go get it. You deserve it. When did I start this live session? Just a few minutes ago, about 15 minutes ago. How do you clarify what to manifest when starting a new business? If not money, then stability, impact. What kind of business? I mean, every kind of business has some kind of customer that's giving you money. So rather than manifesting the money, manifest the customers, manifest the increase in your business. So whatever a customer is to you that's bringing revenue to your business, imagine a long line of those customers coming to your business, all of whom are buying your product or service. So yeah, you're manifesting customers and you're manifesting more orders or more success for your business rather than money itself. The problem with manifesting money, and yes, I'm the stop manifesting money guy. The problem with manifesting money is that the money itself, for most people, doesn't hold the emotion that gives your manifestation power. It's the thing that you're going to do with the money that has the emotion and the power. So it's the car you want to buy. It's the vacation you want to take. It's the home you want to own. It's those things that you want that have the emotion and the power. It's not the money itself. I hold a dollar bill in my hand. I don't feel a lot of emotion. Having my bills paid brings me joy and peace. Having a new car in the driveway brings me joy and peace. So it's those end results that bring me the joy and peace, not the money itself, right? What are my thoughts on Grabavoy codes? I have no idea what that even is. Now I've got something else to go look up. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to go look it up. I have no idea what that is. Grab-a-boy. I hope that's spelled right. Grab-a-boy codes. I'm going to go look that up later. And I'll see. And then I'll have an opinion. But right now, I don't know. And thank you, Sarah, for the gifts. I appreciate that. All my life, I get what I wanted because of my imagination and unconsciously manifested. Yes. What if you have manifested a lot of negative energy in your own body, like your heart chakra? Don't know a lot about chakras. Not that I discount the energy and alignment. I very much do not discount that. I just have not studied chakras myself or the human nervous system. So I don't know a lot about that. But I do know that repressed emotion, unexpressed emotion, old trauma that you haven't resolved and haven't gotten out. If you've got deep sadness that you've buried, any strong emotion that you've buried is going to come out somewhere along the line in some form or fashion. Whether that has to manifest itself as disease in the body or whether it has to manifest itself as an emotional outburst at just exactly the wrong time. Something like that, then it's going to come back out. So you need to learn to deal with those things, release those strong emotions. And if that means you go find a quiet corner and beat up a pillow or cry or scream or whatever it takes to get that stuff out, you need to get it out and not hold on to that stuff, right? Yeah, I'm sure it feels heavy. You got to release that stuff, especially if you're feeling guilty for something that you did to somebody else or you think you did to somebody else. Go and apologize. Go admit your fault and go do what you can to make it right. There's nothing greater than trying to express your regret at having wronged another person and asking for their forgiveness. Now realize whether or not they forgive you is up to them. It's not up to you. So just because you go and say, I'm sorry, doesn't mean they're going to forgive you, but at least you do your part. And in doing your part, you will feel better, whether they forgive you or not, right? Just became a top 2 viewer. Yay, Sophia! Why is it when you forget about something or someone, it then comes into your life? Because you're not... this whole manifestation thing is this weird kind of it's catch-22, right? It's the more you think about it, the more you're emphasizing that you don't have it. And so as soon as you stop thinking about it, you're not emphasizing that you don't have it anymore. And so it can come into your life, if that makes any sense. So, when we're thinking about things that we don't have that we want to think about them in the right way. You can think about them, but you want to think about the joy and gratitude and think about them as if you do already have them. If you're thinking about things that you don't have and you're kind of pining away or you're anxious about the fact that you don't have it, you are reinforcing the idea that you don't have it. You're telling the universe, I don't have this. And the universe goes, okay, you don't have it. And it won't bring it to you. So you got to find a way to think about those things and feel the positive energy flows, right? And so, well, what makes you happy? How do you get on the positive side of things? Well, you can't be positive all the time. That's just not natural. Everybody has down times. And, what gets me back up is some, great music or coming on here and talking to you guys or, lots of things, whatever makes you happy, that'll get you back up. But when you're down, embrace being down, because when you're feeling down, you're feeling sad, you're getting those emotions out, number one. Number two, you're learning what the other side of the coin looks like. You can't have light without darkness. You can't have, day without night. You can't have hot and cold. You know, the universe is designed in yin and yang, right? Opposites. So it's not possible to be happy and up 100% of the time. So being down or being a little negative once in a while is not going to ruin your manifestations. Um, Embrace those feelings, observe them as detached as you can, understand why you're feeling that, let it go, let it pass, and then drive on and make the most of when you're in the positive side. Oh, I'm way behind in the comments now. All right. How do I clarify what to manifest when starting a new business? Oh, I just answered that a while back. How can I manifest a lottery jackpot win? You don't. Why? Well, you don't need the money. The money's not what you want. You want the things the money will buy. So manifest the things that the money will buy. Don't manifest the money. I mean, the problem with lotteries is that there's, a million other people trying to manifest the same thing. And so now you're in competition with a million other people. Why? When you don't have to do that. Just go manifest the thing you want. Manifest the house, manifest the car, stop manifesting the money. Why is it when you forget about something? I just explained that one too. Clarify your desire and goal. Can you manifest an SP back even if it's been a year, no contact? Why? Oh, I hate that question. I hate that. To get your SP back, an X back. Why would you want to? Why would you want to trade in or get rid of an old, broken anything that doesn't serve you anymore and then go get it again? Why? That's your ego. That is your ego screaming, oh, no one will ever love me. I gotta go find this person. No, screw that. You learned your lessons. You had that relationship. Enjoy what was good about it. And forget it. I mean, let that chapter go. It's time for the next chapter. Stop going backwards. Jeez, I so despise that question. I don't understand why people, well, I do understand why people want to go backwards. Like I said, it's ego. Your ego is bruised. You have to prove that, yes, I can have that person love me. I am lovable. I am worthy. Well, of course you're lovable and worthy. It's just that person doesn't want to love you at this point. That doesn't mean you're not lovable. Not everybody likes chocolate ice cream. Not everybody likes strawberry ice cream. It's just that person thought they liked chocolate ice cream and then they realized they like strawberry ice cream. So they're going to go get some strawberry ice cream. That doesn't mean there's something wrong with the chocolate. Give me a break. Just go manifest the right person in the most beautiful relationship you can imagine. Screw that person. It's their loss. Their loss. Social media has made manifestation so complicated. I don't know where to begin. Go to my website, recalculateyourlife.com, recalculateyourlife.com, link in bio on my page. Go to my website. There's a Manifestation 101 PDF there. It makes it really simple. It's really simple. I mean, that's what my page is all about. Manifestation is being made to be too complicated. It is very simple. Go to my website, go get the PDF, and enjoy. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts, everybody. Thank you. Oh my gosh, the gifts are poured in. And I appreciate you so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate everybody. I finally got to 43,000 followers the other day, and I'm so grateful for that. I can't believe it. Well, I can and I can't, but it's just amazing, and I appreciate you so much. It's just everybody that comes on my lives, everybody that watches my content, everybody that comments, everybody that likes, everybody that supports me in any way, shape, or form. Just, you mean the world to me, and I appreciate you so much, and it's just my mission in life to provide value to you, and I so appreciate your appreciation of what I do for you, and I just hope that what I do enhances your life and makes it better in some way. I just really appreciate you guys so much. All right, can I manifest something for someone else? You can. Now, I used to say, Yes, you can all the time. You can, but they have to accept it. They have free will. So what you're trying to manifest for them is your idea of what you think they need or want. Maybe it's something even that they've said that they want. But you can add your energy toward getting that for them if you like. Um, but they have to be open to it. They have to be open to receiving it. And if they're not, or if they've got a block or some, limiting belief in themselves, then it doesn't matter what you do, they're not going to have it. So you can try to help them though, sure. Right? Would you say letting go of trauma is similar as letting go as the betrayal? Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Any kind of trauma from the past, any kind of betrayal, any kind of, you know, situation or event of your past that produced a strong emotional reaction is going to affect you. I was just today formulating an idea for a new video. So let me throw this analogy at you. What if you had to run around your life, everything you did, everything, everywhere you went, everything you were trying to do? What if you had to carry with you a very angry cat that did not want to be carried around by you? And it was biting you and scratching you and trying to get away, but you had to hold on to it with everything that you did. And if you, you had to take care of it, you had to feed it, you had to let it go to the bathroom on occasion, but you have to have this cat with you all the time. You'd probably learn to live with it. You'd probably learn, you'd put it in a bag or in a box or something, a carrier. You'd find a way to carry it around and have it not bite you and scratch you all the time. You would learn to deal with it. You'd kind of repress it. You subdue it. But you still have the inconvenience of having to carry around this carrier with this wild cat in it that's trying to get at you every time you even come near it. So, hanging on to that past trauma or anything that you should be letting go of is just like that. It's this annoying, angry thing that's distracting you and taking away part of your ability to function fully in life. And until you learn to set that down and let go of it, it's going to affect your ability to live a life, right? But that angry cat can only affect your ability to live your life as long as you hold on to it. It can only affect you as long as you allow it to affect you. As soon as you decide to let go, it doesn't affect you anymore. So, yes, learn to let go of that stuff. Find a way. How to fight the overwhelming competitiveness in the world. Thank you for the gifts. Balloons, wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. How to fight the overwhelming competitiveness in the world. Why would you want to fight it? You shouldn't be fighting anything. There's plenty for everybody. This is an unlimited universe that we live in. It's an unlimited buffet for everybody. There's plenty for everyone. Again, no one else has to go without so that you can have. And you don't have to go without for someone else to have. Someone else having doesn't mean you have less. Everybody can have what they want. There's enough for everybody, right? So why fight? I mean, if somebody else is competing against you, just don't fight back. It takes two to fight. Just don't fight back, right? Let them do what they're going to do and you go do what you're going to do, right? If two people make the same plan, let's say two people go make a plan to make $1 million. And one of those two people follows his plan and goes and makes $1 million, he has his $1 million. The other person doesn't follow his plan and he's wandering all over the place and doing this and that and not following the plan, and he doesn't make his $1 million. He's not poor. He doesn't have his $1 million because the other guy made the $1 million. He doesn't have his $1 million because he didn't do what was necessary to make $1 million. It was his own fault. It's not the other guy's fault. Nobody's stopping you from having what you want. It's up to you. It's not up to anybody else. What anybody else has or doesn't have or does or doesn't do only affects you if you allow it. Nothing has any meaning except the meaning you give it. Nothing has any meaning except the meaning you give it. What are your thoughts on making your manifestation really specific or more general? Really specific. I'm on the really specific side. The more specific you can get, the more clear you can get with your vision. Right? Now, where you get general is in how the universe is going to bring it to you. The thing that you want, you have to be very specific about so you can get a very clear vision in your head about what it is that you want. Right? But be open to how the universe is going to deliver that to you. Don't dictate to the universe how to bring it to you, right? When you order a meal from DoorDash or some other meal delivery service, do you care what route they drive as long as it's a reasonable route and they bring you the meal in a reasonable time? You don't really care which way they go, as long as they get there in a reasonable time. Do you care what color the car is they bring you your food in? Do you care what the driver is wearing when they bring you your food? I mean, no, you just care about getting your food. So why do you tell the universe, I want this, but I want you to bring it to me this way, on this day, in this style, and we're going to do it this, like this, and with that, and these details. This is how. Why? Let it bring it to you how it's going to bring it to you. The end result is the same. You have it. That's what you want. So stop telling the universe how to bring it to you. Stop telling them how to do it. I'm writing that down. I like that. I'm going to make a video out of that. That's a great analogy. DoorDash. Cool. Thank you for that idea. Currently own a home. Can you manifest a new home without a specific location? You can, sure. It would be better if you did have a specific location. But you can do it without a location. You can say, I want this kind of home, this big, this style of architecture, this kind of view, you know, everything about it, envision yourself in it. And yeah, it'll show up wherever it shows up. Excuse me. I would make some kind of detail about, you know, I would want it to be within a reasonable distance of my work, or I would want it to be within a reasonable distance of whatever I was going to do for work. Or manifest a job it didn't matter where I lived. Right? Something like that. Fear, guilt, and shame do break manifesting. How to break fear. You can't. We're hardwired to be afraid. It's part of the survival instinct. You can't break it. All you can do is embrace it. All you can do is learn to be comfortable in spite of it, to act in spite of fear. You just act as if you could not fail. You just say to yourself, what if is a great game when you're manifesting. What if I could not fail? What if I could move forward and I knew that no matter what I did, it was going to work out all right? What would I be doing? How would I proceed? Do that. Just do that. Okay? You can't break the fear, nor should you. It can be healthy. Just don't let it overwhelm you. By the way, the physical response for fear and the physical response for excitement are the same physical response. Your breath quickens, your heart rate quickens, you maybe get a little sweaty, maybe get a little shaky, right? Fear and excitement produce the same physical response. So instead of saying, I'm afraid of blah, 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 say, I'm excited about blah, blah, blah. Your body will still feel the same, but it's a more positive expression. It's going to take you forward rather than holding you back. Can I change the way my SP acts around me with manifestations? You can try if they're open to it. then yeah. If they're not open to it, then no. But why? Again, why is my question. Why? Why would you want to change a person to make them what you want? Why not just go and get what you want? I mean, I don't pick up an orange and go, make this orange an apple, because I really want an apple, but I have an orange in my hand, so I'm going to make this orange an apple. Why? Just put the orange down and go get a friggin' apple. I mean, it's just so easy. Why do you want to change somebody? I don't get that at all. You gave an example of eating an apple or pickle it was perfect. Yes, exactly. Don't put old wine in new bottles. Yes, yes. I miss him, but I can't go back. Well, then don't go back. Be glad that you ate the fries. Don't be sorry that the carton is empty. Those were delicious fries. We had some good times. I learned some great lessons. That was an awesome chapter of my life. Now, time for the next awesome chapter of my life, because I'm amazing and I am lovable, and it's time for the next person to take me to the next level. Because what was is not going to take you to the next level. What was is not going to take you to the next level. What was brought you here. You don't want to go back. You want to get better. You want to go forward. Your ego wants to go back. Your ego wants to prove, oh, that person should love me. What is wrong with them? Screw that. That got you here. You don't want to go backwards. You want to go forwards. And you need a different relationship if you're going to go forward. If you're going to be a better, stronger, faster version of yourself, you need to go forward, and that's going to take a different relationship than what you had in the past. I like that one too. You guys are giving me lots of great ideas. Right after we're done, I'm going to make these videos. You're going to see all these videos come out this week. All right. Thank you. I'm awesome. Boss harassing me, fire my job due to COVID. So you got COVID and you got fired? Congratulations! Congratulations if you got fired. You now get to manifest the perfect job with a boss who understands when people get sick, not some jackass that's going to fire you because you got sick. Sit down and line out, write down exactly what you want in a job, how much you want to make, what kind of hours you want to work, where you want to work at, what you want your coworkers to be like, everything about that job. Write it all down. Once you do that and you get clear, that job will show up. That's what I did for the job that I currently have. I did exactly that, and I got exactly that job. So now that you don't have the shitty job with the shitty boss, now you have the opportunity to go get what you really want. Something, and you're going to be glad that you did. And you're going to say, psh, again, piss on that guy. He's going to fire you because you got sick. That's a place you want to work? Come on. Move forward. Move forward. You sound like a narrator named Sean Pratt. Are you familiar, or is that you? I am not Sean Pratt, and I am not familiar with Sean Pratt. Now I've got to go listen to Sean Pratt. Oh, thank you. Awesome. Of course. Thank you. I don't know what I said that produced all those comments. I am way behind in the comments, people. I'm about 30 comments behind. So if you asked a question and I haven't answered it yet, I just haven't got there, I will. Hang tight. Imagine him living his best life, something he really enjoys. Yes, I think that was an answer to somebody else's question. What if I'm trying to manifest something for my family, but my husband thinks manifestation is dumb? Yes, well, we can't deal with, spouses think it's dumb, it doesn't work, it doesn't matter what they think. Just don't talk to them about it. Just do what you're going to do. And don't talk to him about it if he thinks it's dumb. Right? He'll learn. He'll learn. He'll come along. What he doesn't realize is that, at its most simplest form, manifestation is just goal setting. It's just setting a goal and then working to achieve that goal. Taking steps to achieve that goal. I mean, at its most basic, that's what it is. Right? And just explain it to him like that. Stop, don't talk about the woo-woo part. Don't talk about the magic part. Don't bring that in. Just talk to him in terms of goal setting. What goals do we want to set that we want to work toward? And leave it at that as far as he's concerned. And then do the rest of what you need to do behind his back. All right. Thank you for the talk. I'm going to sleep now. Okay, go to sleep. Some of you are like in the wee hours of the morning. Can you manifest undoing obsessive compulsive disorder? No. You need to get therapy to solve stuff like that. I mean, there are manifestation can't do everything, right? So if you've got limiting beliefs, if you've got past trauma that you can't, deal with on your own, if you've got OCD, if you've got, things that you seriously need help with, get professional help for those things, okay? I'm not even going to try to go there. I'm not going to try to give you any tips on that. I'm just going to say straight up, go get real therapy and work on that stuff, okay? You love the way I explain things. Thank you. I try to keep it simple, and I try to put things, use those analogies that really make it clear, right? We are the creators. Yes, we are. I attract my heart's desires. Ooh, I like that one. I attract my heart's desires. Can I steal that? I attract my heart's desires. I always say my favorite is everything always works out for me. Even when it's not working out for me, it's actually working out for me. I just don't know it yet. My brand new car that I just manifested that I'm so proud of, that some of you have seen me talk about. I got a rock to the windshield the other day, and now there's about a 2-foot crack across the windshield. And I'm wondering what lesson there is to be learned out of this, or what adventure there is to come. What good will come out of this? I could be all pissed off, and I could be like, it's gonna cost me $1,000. $1,000 to fix this windshield on my brand new car. It has 3,000 miles on it. And I'm wondering, where is this going to take me? Where is this adventure going to lead? What good is going to come out of this? Because I know something will. I just don't know what yet. We'll find out, won't we? Right? I can't say that it's bad. I can't say, oh, what a terrible thing has happened to my new car, because I don't know where this will lead to yet. So maybe it's going to lead to something really amazing. Maybe I meet somebody absolutely incredible that's going to help me in some way because I went to the right glass shop or something. I don't know what's going to happen out of this. So I can't label that as a bad event until I know how it plays out. You can't call something bad or good until you know where it's going. Right? Right? All right. Billionaires don't mean you have to be poor. Exactly. Great advice. Amen. Like manifest. Leftists breed jealousy of the successful. Yes, they do. Because they act like because the successful are successful, I can't be. You took all the money. Well, I despise that thinking, because it's not like the rich just hoard the money and pile it in their basement. It's not like they're sitting on $1 billion piled up in their basement. They're investing in things. They're creating companies. They're creating jobs. Their money is working. Their money's not sitting in a pile in their basement where you can't get at it. It's in circulation. A $5 bill that you take to the store and you buy a notebook. You now have a notebook. The store has $5. The store takes your $5 and pays one of their employees. Their employee goes to the store and buys a notebook. Now 2 notebooks have been purchased with that same $5 bill. Now that $5 bill gets paid by the store to a supplier who's making the notebooks. Now the supplier has the $5 bill and he can pay one of his employees. And now that employee of the notebook manufacturer can go and buy a notebook with the same $5 bill. That same $5 bill goes through our economy and works over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And that's why money is unlimited. It doesn't just buy one thing one time and then we destroy it. It passes around through people's hands and different investments and different businesses over and over and over again. The supply of money is constantly moving and constantly being reused. It doesn't sit still. There's an unlimited amount of money out there. It's just numbers on a page. Because somebody has $1 billion on paper doesn't mean there's no $1 billion out there for you. He's not sitting on it buried under his couch. It's working. It's circulating just like every other piece of currency. It's unlimited. Everything is unlimited. Everything is unlimited. Oof. Oh, you like what I did with The Office? You like that? Yeah, I ran out to the store, spent a bunch of money, and got some motivational signs and stuff and put them up on the wall. I got oh, look at that. My favorite red desk phone. I used to have a phone like that when I was much younger. A rotary dial red hotline to the whatever. I found one in an antique mall and I bought it. I had to have another one. I love it. Thank you. I'm glad that I finally have an office. How to be self-emotionally independent. My question would be, why aren't you? What are you getting from other people? If you're emotionally dependent on other people, the question is why? Something happened to you earlier in life. You have some sort of trauma, abandonment issues, something from earlier in your life that you need to deal with. And as soon as you deal with that, you won't need the emotional feed from another person, and you will be emotionally independent. Ever listened to your wish list is your command? No. Your wish list is your command. I'm writing it down. I will now. Your wish list is your command. Thank you for the suggestion. Love my content. Thank you, Cosmic Mickey. Appreciate it. I stuck in one exam I really love to graduate and don't know why I just lay down and don't study. Part of you doesn't really want to graduate. Because if you graduate, then you have to take the next step, which is to you scary. You're afraid to take the next step, which is you have to go get a job. So that's why you won't take your last exam. You want to stay in school. Embrace the fear. Start to envision your life after school. What do you want that to be? You create it. Go create it. Once you create it, and you have a clear vision of what it will be, you won't be scared to take your last test anymore. You'll take it, you'll pass it, and you'll go have the life that you created. Right? What if we want too many conflicting things? Well, if they are in fact conflicting, you will not get them. Right? You have to get clear, and the things you want can't be in conflict with each other, nor can they be in conflict with any belief that you hold inside yourself. For example, if you think all rich people are assholes, but you're trying to manifest $1 million, and you believe in the value of being a good person, those things don't resolve. You can't be a good person and have $1 million because all rich people are assholes. Well, you got to change either your value system or you got to change your view of rich people. And once those three things align, then you can have what you want. What do I do? My life is going so wrong. No, it isn't. It's going exactly right. Your life isn't going wrong. It's just going differently. How do you know it's wrong? Why would you put that value and judgment on it? There will be a time of transition. If you create a new job, you got to either go out and look for a new job or you're going to lose the old one and the universe is going to force you to go get the new job. Okay, so if your life is going wrong, it's because you're not taking action on your manifestations. You're not taking the appropriate inspired action on your manifestations. That's why it's going wrong. And regardless of what you're manifesting, there's going to be a transition. The old one has to go away if the new one's going to come in. When I manifested my new car, my old one broke down because I was not shopping for a new car. So my old one broke down. It forced me to go shop for a new car. Okay? Your life will be in transition when you manifest things. That doesn't mean it's going wrong. It means it's changing toward what you want. If you think it's not going the right way, then get more clear on what it is that you want and make sure that you're taking the appropriate inspired action to take you in the right direction. Okay? Hello. Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate the compliment. I love that you love my content. Thank you. Can speaking about your manifestations to others potentially ruin them? It is best to be silent. They might mock you for it. They might say, well, who are you to want that? You know, who are you to think that you're going to make $1 million? I'm waving to my wife. She just came home. You know, who are you to go do that? Who are you to try that? Who are you to whatever? Right? And so they might make you doubt yourself. They might, try to steal your dream or make you not want your dream. That's the danger in sharing it. It's not that they're going to stop your manifestation in some way. It's that if they don't believe in your dream like you do, they're not going to support you. And it's just that much more negativity that you have to try to fight against to get where you're going. So, in my book, it's just better not to talk to people about stuff like that if you know they're not going to be supportive. I bet you have glass coverage. Check your insurance. I actually don't. I already checked. Yeah, no glass coverage on the windshield that broke. I did go back up to the dealership. They actually stopped selling glass coverage about a year ago. That's why it was never offered to me. And my own personal car insurance doesn't have it either. Womp womp. $1,200. I have $1,000 deductible on my insurance, so it's going to cost me at least $1,000, unless I can find someplace inexpensive to get it done. But it's got this fancy schmancy sensor thing connected to it, so that all has to be recalibrated when they replace the window. That's the expensive part. The glass isn't expensive. It's the recalibration of the giant camera sensor thing that's expensive. Which is all right. I mean, I'll manifest it. I'll get it done. It's just, we'll see where it leads, right? It's an adventure. It'll take me somewhere. When the answer comes to you about your car, could you tell us what you learned? Yes. When I learn it, I'll tell you what I learned. I learned to have better coverage. Learn not to drive 60 miles to work. Learn not to... I don't know. I don't know what I'll learn. We'll find out. But yes, I will let you know. Absolutely. All right. Is it possible to manifest an unknown passion that you don't realize you have? Well, I don't know how you would do that if you don't realize that you have it. But what I can tell you is if you go to my website, recalculateyourlife.com, there is a free PDF there. A life purpose exercise, and a lot of people find a lot of clarity once they realize what their life purpose is. A lot of people don't know why they're here, what they're supposed to be doing, how they're supposed to be living their lives. There's an exercise there that will help you crystallize that idea into a single sentence. And it's not something that I'm going to make up for you or that exercise is going to make up for you. You're going to make it up yourself. You will decide what your life purpose is using that exercise. And it's free. I don't have any follow-up marketing. You're not going to get 1,000 emails from me. I don't at the moment don't even have anything to sell you. I wish I did, because I have a lot of expenses piling up in association with all of this, and I got to figure out something to sell somebody at some point so that I can at least recoup my expenses. But anyway, for now, I just concentrating on serving you guys. And if that means giving you free stuff for now, then I'll give you free stuff for now, because I want people to get help. I want you to get something out of this more than I want to get money for it. Right? For now. Gonna have to make some money at some point. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ghost. I appreciate the compliment. Do we have to process everything from the past, or can we just move on? That is a great question. So there are two ways to go at personal development, right? One, the psychology route, where you go back into the past, you explore your past trauma, you release your past trauma, you reframe your past trauma, you deal with your past trauma. There's the other path, like, Louise Hay, where you're talking about affirmations. You just say to yourself, I am where I am. This is me, and I've gotten to this point, and I can't change where I am, but I can change myself moving forward. And so you begin to be consciously aware of what you're doing and why you're doing it, and use affirmations to change how you believe and how you think and how you feel moving forward. Well, to me, why not do both? Why not work on changing your attitudes and beliefs and reactions moving forward? At the same time, you're digging in the past and resolving past trauma. To me, you're just going to make that much more progress. Why not do both? This is not an either or universe. This is a whatever you want universe. You can do both. You can have both. It's fine. Your teachability index is so high. I love your energy. Well, thank you, Life Rules 101. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you to say. I take great pride in breaking things down, right? I don't like it when people make things so complicated. Let's just get a simple analogy. Let's just break it down into its simple parts. It's really not that hard. Life is not hard. Manifestation is not hard. Having what you want is not hard. It doesn't need to be anyway. We make it hard. Life is like chess. It's really easy to learn how the pieces move in chess. It takes a little more practice to get really good at chess, and some have a natural ability, and for others it takes a little more work. But that's about the best analogy I can do there. How could I accomplish more while having ADHD? I do not have experience with that challenge. I don't have ADHD necessarily, but I do start things, and I get to a certain point and I go, okay, I see how the rest of this is going to unfold, so there's no need for me to do that. I can move on to the next thing that I want to do. I have done a lot of different things in my lifetime because I enjoy doing a lot of different things. I wanted a lot of different experiences. And so I imagine ADHD is a lot like that, only more severe, right? Where you start something and you're in the middle of it, and then suddenly you're on this thing, and then you're on this thing, and then you're on this thing. About all you can do with that is just do your best to stay focused, or do your best to work your way back to the first project and finish, right? Sometimes it can be hard to stay motivated to finish that first project when it's kind of like a video game. If any of you are gamers, where you're grinding through the video game, right? You're on some adventure game and you've got to grind, you've got to level up your character, right? You're leveling up your character, and so you've got to grind through these levels and do these missions and get this stuff and that stuff and level up your character. Well, life is the same way. We have to grind through some things sometimes so that we can learn some lessons and we can level up our character. And then we can be prepared for the next mission, right? So, yeah, I honestly don't know how to help you with ADHD. I would seek some professional help for that. If it was severe enough that it was keeping you from, living your life fully. How to be balanced emotionally. Work on resolving your past trauma. meditate. Meditate. Meditation will help you bring out things that are hidden, things that are buried, help you get those things out. It'll also help you just learn how to center yourself and how to remain calm. Mostly it helps you become self-aware. The best thing you can do for yourself is to become self-aware and start asking yourself, why am I doing what I'm doing? You get in a situation and you react a certain way. Ask yourself, why did I react like that? And is there a better way that I could have reacted? Did that reaction get me closer to what I want? Or did that reaction take me further away from what I want? And if it took you further away, why are you doing it? Why would you do something that would take you further away from what you wanted? You can choose a different response. Human beings are the only animal that can choose a response to a given stimulus. We don't have to just react emotionally. Most of us do. We don't think. We just react with emotion based on our past. I tell the two dogs story, right? The two dogs. One boy grows up with a very mean dog. It's over the neighbor's fence right there. Every time this kid goes out in his backyard, there's this mean dog there. It's flinging slobber everywhere. And it's barking at him. It's scaring him every time he goes out in his own backyard. One day the dog breaks through the fence and bites him. And he has to go to the hospital. It's painful. It's traumatic. Right? Other kid has a cute, cuddly little furry puppy, and it's his best friend, and they play together, and they sleep together, and it's just his best pal growing up. Those two men walking down the street as grown-ups encounter a stray dog on the street. Are those two men going to have the same reaction to that stray dog? Absolutely not. And to everyone on the planet, that makes sense. But then we'll turn around and we'll expect someone else to react to a given situation the same way we do. Why would they? They've not had the same life experience to this point that you've had. Why would they react? Whenever you encounter anything in life, your brain goes back to the archives and it's like looks up what's back there in the memory banks, and it flips through the giant book and it goes D, dog, 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 dog. Big slobbery monster, it's going to bite us, painful, scream and run away. That's what we did before and it worked. So do it again. So you see a dog and you go, and you run away. Because that's what you learned to do through your past experience. While somebody else learned a different way to deal with a dog. So ask yourself, why am I reacting the way that I'm reacting? And is there a different way? Is there a different belief I can adopt? Does everybody believe what I believe about this? And I can tell you the answer to that question is no, they don't. Choose your beliefs that serve you. Choose your reactions that serve you. And stop going the wrong direction. Stop giving away your power. I find myself uninspired to take my inspired action. Well, then you'll never have what you want. I get uninspired sometimes. I haven't made any good videos in a couple of weeks. I haven't been live in a couple of weeks. Took me a while to get inspired. And that's fine. We ebb and flow. Right? There are up times, there are down times. It's not natural to be super go-getter all the time. So take the inspired action when you feel inspired. If you don't, you're not going to have what you want. So again, why am I reacting the way I'm reacting? Is it getting me closer to what I want or further away? They say, don't tell others what you're doing. Yeah, well, only because they're going to be negative and they're going to try and tear you down. And it's just that much more negativity that you have to try and overcome. Garbage in, garbage out. Don't allow it in. It won't come out. Exactly. Are you part of any secret societies? I am a part of my own secret society. My own secret society of people who are in charge of their own lives. No. No secret societies. I am not an Illuminati or some crap like that. What was my website again? Sorry, my website again is recalculateyourlife.com. Recalculateyourlife.com. The link is in my bio on my page. Just go to my page. The link is there. All right. Can you just manifest money? Just curious. Some people can. Yes. For most people, the problem with manifesting money is the emotion of the joy and the gratitude and the heavy emotion that gives your manifestation power does not lie in the money. The joy lies in the thing the money will buy or the thing the money will pay for. And so that's why I say don't manifest money, manifest the thing you want. Plus, manifesting money is just an extra unnecessary step. What are you going to do with the money? You're just going to sit on a pile of money? You just want money to just sit around and go rub it all over your body and go, oh, I have money. No. You're going to do something with it. You're going to buy something with it. So why not just manifest what you want to buy instead of manifesting the money and then having to manifest what you want to buy? Because you still have to manifest what you want to buy. You manifest the money to buy a house. You still have to manifest the opportunity to buy the house you want in the place you want. Why? Why go to the extra step? Why? This is what I don't understand. Why do people want to make things so hard? Stop making it hard. You should do mentorship. Guess what's coming, young man? Guess what's coming? How much should I charge for said mentorship? Yeah, I just got to figure out how to do that and what time I have available to do that and how much to charge. But yeah, that's coming. I want to put together some kind of maybe a group class, a small group, like 5-10 people, and do like a group mentorship program. Like 30 days to a better you. 30 days to take charge of your life. Something like that. It's coming. Working on it. You'd subscribe to it. How much would you expect to pay for a program like that? From what I learned, it's now about the money. It's about what you want to get with the money. Yes, exactly. Life rules. You are absolutely correct. Focus on the things you want to buy with the money. I paid my mortgage off this year using these methods. Many other people tell me all the time that using my methods or having listened to my training, and I'm not bragging, but I get compliments all the time. People say, I've manifested so much more doing it the way you're teaching, or I finally got my house that I haven't been able to get. I finally got that car. I finally got that job. I hear that all the time. After listening to you, I finally get it. I finally understand and I finally got that thing, right? So, so many teachers make it so hard to follow their instruction, and they're like taking you on this bizarre journey, and it's like, no, none of that is necessary. Stop it. Stop it. It's so much simpler. It's easy. Stop making it hard. How do I manifest an apartment of my own if the rental market is bad? In Ireland, it is right now. Well, define bad. I assume you mean expensive or that there are no places available. I live in a very tight real estate market. And when I manifested my house, houses in this area, because I live in a military town. The town I live in is adjacent to a very large military installation in the United States. And everybody that lives in this town is military, which means they change out every 1.5 to 2 years. So every springtime, there is this massive selling of real estate and new people moving in every year. And houses go on the market and they literally have multiple offers the first day. It's a very tight real estate market. And argue for your limitations, and sure enough, they're going to be yours. Argue for your limitations, and they are going to be yours. Okay? So you don't want to have any limitations. Stop arguing for your own limitations. You can make all the excuses you want for why you can't do something. That's easy. Stop doing it. Right? Just get clear on what you want and then go find what you want. It exists. You can find it. If you stop focusing on what you don't want and you start focusing on what you do want. Okay? We got clear on the house. We made a list of all the features we wanted in a house, a style of architecture. We even named the neighborhood that we wanted it to be in and a kind of view that we wanted to have out of the back of the house. And we got exactly that in a very tight real estate market. And the day we put in our offer, there were 9 offers total on the house. And ours was chosen. We got it. Because I knew this was my house as soon as I saw it. As soon as I saw the picture of my house, I knew it was my house. Okay? So just get clear on what you want and where you want it and the price you want to pay for it. And then go find it. It exists. You'll find it. Stop saying you can't because the market is bad. As long as you say, I can't find it because the market is bad, or I can't have it because the market is bad, guess what? If you keep saying, I can't have it, is that going to make it easier? I mean, come on. If you go into a situation or something you have to do and you go, oh, this is going to be hard. This is going to be so hard. I can't do this. It's going to be so hard. Do you think saying it's going to be hard over and over and over again is going to make it easier? Come on. Listen to yourself. How we talk to ourselves is important. How we talk about our lives is important. Use the right words, and you'll be amazed. Start saying everything works out for me. Even when it's not working out for me, it's actually working out for me. I just don't know it yet. I have everything I need exactly when I need it, or before. I have everything I need and more exactly when I need it, or before. Start believing that. Start making that your core belief. You can find an apartment whenever you want. Get clear. Believe that you can. It'll happen. Is there a way to manifest the timing as well, or does that make it too attached to an outcome? When we were manifesting the house, I'm not personally attached. I'm not a fan of mandating a time frame because I'm not a fan of dictating how. But when we manifested our house, we did have a time frame that we had to meet. Because of the situation we were in. We were in a rental house and we were, of course, buying a house. So we wanted to buy the new house so that it overlapped a couple of weeks with our rental house so that we would have time to move and we wouldn't have to be rushed. Plus, we had already given notice to the rental company that we were leaving, so we had to go somewhere. So there was a very tight window of opportunity for us. And as it got closer, it was literally in the last week of possibility that we found the house. But as we got closer to it, I started to get very clear on a vision of how it would happen and what would happen, and it happened just exactly like that. So, yeah, sometimes the deadline can force you to focus enough to make it happen. So a deadline can be good. It can also go the other way, and it can cause you to be anxious, though, too. So I'm not a fan. All right. I have no idea what my life purpose is. Go to my website, recalculateyourlife.com. Link in bio. Go to my page, recalculateyourlife.com. There is a life purpose exercise there. It's a free PDF. Free PDF download. I have no follow-up marketing whatsoever. I have nothing to sell you. It will ask for your email because eventually I will have something to sell you, but I don't right now. So just go there for free and go get the life purpose exercise and do it, and then you will know what you're supposed to do. Life Rules 101, that's great. Hoping to do the same within the next 2 years. There you go, look at you. Do you believe a person is lucky or has luck? Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. Manifestation looks like luck. Manifestation feels like luck. Manifestation feels like magic. I mean, when manifestation is really working, it feels magical. It's not magic. It's not magic. It is not magic. But it feels magical when it's working right. It feels amazing when it's working right. But it's not magic. And it's not luck. No, I'm not a big fan of luck. Don't hope, feel like you have it already. Yes, exactly. That's the key. Thank you. See, Life Rules, you could do mentorship. You already get it. What do you need mentorship for? Everybody needs a coach, though. I have coaches. I coach other people. I coach other coaches. Other coaches coach me. Everybody has a coach. Tony Robbins has coaches. I mean, it's just a good idea. Do you prefer guided meditations or just quiet music? I prefer dead silence. I prefer dead silence. I don't like any noise at all. My lovely wife, however, does not like dead silence. She hates dead silence, and she would rather have some music. So it's whatever works for you. Whatever you believe is true is what's true for you, and that's what's going to work for you. So you do you, whatever you need. Doesn't matter what I like, matters what you like. Do you have a YouTube Recalculator? I think these lives would draw subscribers. Yes, I do have a YouTube, and yes, I put these lives on YouTube because some people come in here and they only stay for 5 or 10 minutes, or they stay for 30 minutes, and they're like, I want to see the whole thing, but I have to go to bed. So yeah, I upload the lives to YouTube. There's a bunch of them there from the past. I've got this one will go there, and I've got one other one I still have to put over there. But yes, these lives go to YouTube. I don't cut them. I don't edit. I put them over there. Use Patreon. I've thought about that, but I don't have any extra bonus content to put on Patreon to give people. I mean, other than just people giving me money, which they can do here. You can give me gifts. You can tip me. You can do whatever. You can go give me gifts on my videos. Here, if you want. OMG, yes, please, what? I don't know what I said. Do a mentorship program? I think I'm far enough behind in the comments. I don't know what I said when you made your comment. $10, that's what you would expect to pay. Okay. Patreon and a Discord server, we can create a community. Ooh. Now there's an idea. Legend. Already found it. I don't know what you found, but I'm glad you found it. I'm a big fan. Greetings from Mexico. Thank you, Annie. I'm glad you're a big fan. And hola. Bienvenidos a mi vida? My life? I don't know. My wife is from Honduras. This much Spanish. I asked about the society thing because I was wondering where you learned manifestation from. Oh, I was 10. I went to a psychic. The psychic told me, you're special. You're always going to have what you need when you need it. And I was like, okay, I was 10. She's a psychic. She's a magic lady. I believed what she said. So all my life, I just thought about what I needed and it showed up. I didn't know what I was doing until much later in my lifetime. Much later. I saw The Secret and I was like, oh, that's what I'm doing. I get it now. Yeah. How can you both desire something and search enough at the same time to manifest successfully? I don't see where those things are mutually exclusive. You have to take inspired action to make it happen. If there's something you want, the biggest problem most people have with manifestation is that they think it's just magic and stuff is just going to show up. You don't have to do anything. That is false. You have to do stuff. You will have to take action to make these things happen. Sometimes it shows up without you having to do anything. Sometimes it's magical, but most of the time you got to do something. You got to take some inspired action. Nobody just knocked on my door and said, "Oh, here's the new house you want to buy. Sign here." I had to go house hunting. Nobody said, "Here's the new car you want to buy." I had to go shop for a car. Okay, you have to take the appropriate inspired action to make your manifestation happen. You can't just sit at home and expect it to show up. So I don't see where desiring something and searching are mutually exclusive. I mean, they go together to me. It's so much fun to be excited. It is. And my cat is desperately trying to get out of this room, and I have to let her out. She's banging on the door. 1 second. But get out. I'm back. Did you miss me? I'm going to give you a few more minutes and then I'm going to have to go. My lovely wife is home. It is a wild Saturday night and we're going to party hard here at the Recalculator household. No, we're not. But I've been on here a couple hours now. How can you both... Oh, we did that. So I would love to join a Discord for manifesting and keep our thoughts fresh. I'm going to have to look into that now. I just happen to have a son who knows all about Discord who could teach me. It's just you applying what you visualize. Yes, we become what we think about most of the time. Yes, manifestation doesn't bring you what you want. It brings you what you think about. Manifestation does not bring you what you want. It brings you what you think about, what you are. The universe doesn't go, "He's thinking about bills, but he really wants money, so I'll bring him money." No, the universe says, "You're thinking about bills, I'll bring you bills." Just love your energy and need some help with my communication skills. You seem to have fine communication skills to me. If you're not making videos, you should be. Oh, Life Rules 101. Here, do this. Go to my page and go all the way back to the very beginning and go look at some of my very first videos. Look at the very first one and then look at a couple of the ones that came right after that. And then kind of go up a little bit and look at those and then go up a little more and look at those and then go and now I'm where I'm at. Okay? You got to start. Just start. It doesn't matter. Just start. I was not this when I started. It took me 9 months to get 500 followers. 9 months to get 500 followers. And then in the next 3 months, I picked up 35,000 more. There comes a point where it just clicks and you're like, "Oh, this is what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. I get it now." But you got to start. And you got to suck at the beginning. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Learning how to tie your shoes, learning how to walk, learning a new job, getting on TikTok. You're going to suck at the beginning and you got to be okay with sucking at the beginning. You got to be okay with failing. Because failure is an intrinsic part of the pathway to success. You have to do it and do it badly to get good at it. Be okay with it. Just go do it. One thing I hear constantly is live in the end, and I understand that in theory, but how do you? You don't necessarily have to live in the end, but when you think about that thing that you want, think of it as if you already have it. That's what that means, right? I mean, my life is what it is. When I was shopping for a new house, anytime I would specifically think about the house I wanted, I would pause for a moment and I would envision the kind of house that I wanted, the area that I wanted it in. I would feel the feelings of joy and gratitude of having it and be so glad that I already had it And in a way I did, because it existed, I existed, we were just coming together at some point into the same time and space, and I knew that would happen. So in a way, I do have it. So yeah, and then I just let that vision go, and then I'm back in my current reality in my rental house. Okay, it's not that I have to walk around 24/7 going, I'm in my new house, I'm in my new house, I'm in my new house. No, you can't do that. That's ridiculous, right? It's just when you think of what you want, make sure you're thinking of it the right way. I'm wearing my lucky G-string. I'm so glad. Thanks for being here. Off to bed. Me too. Here shortly. You got 2 minutes. What's the best technique to do for instant results? Ooh, well, the more you practice, the better you're going to get. And it really has more to do with a level of belief, really, than anything. The universe doesn't give a crap how long it takes. We dictate how long it takes. I mean, for me, most of the time, I either have what I want or have very strong evidence that I am about to have what I want within 3 days. Or what I want is clearly already on the way within 3 days of my manifestation. To do it, I've done things same day before. It takes practice. You really got to have some belief and some practice. So, I mean, start small and let it take how long it takes and kind of practice and build your way up to that. There isn't something I can tell you just to bleh, right? Oprah has a particular technique that she uses to manifest things, and it's very different than what we tell most people to do. I don't even do what I tell you to do because at this point I'm so practiced I don't need to do that anymore. Which sounds really egotistical and really like, why don't I teach you the short way? Well, I would encourage you to go read the book Jonathan Livingston Seagull. If you read the book Jonathan Livingston Seagull, you would understand why I'm teaching you to manifest the way that I teach you to manifest. Because you have to understand all of the basic pieces parts, and then over time, as you get good at those pieces parts, you don't have to do them in such protracted detail anymore, and you can do a more condensed and easy version. But if I start you with the condensed and easy version, you will not understand all of the intricacies of the steps, and it won't work. I cannot teach you the short and easy way because I have to teach you the regular way first, and once you get comfortable with the regular way, then you can learn the fast and easy way. If that makes sense. I hope it does, because that's all I got. All right, got to wrap it up. No more questions, no more comments for 2 years. If you any last second likes or gifts if you want, because I'm quitting here in a couple of minutes. For 2 years I kept saying I need gutters, but no money. No, I need gutters, but I don't have the money. Yeah, well, that's not going to bring you gutters, is it? I finally made the appointment and the money came. Exactly. I made the appointment and the money came. Yes, that's why I say don't focus on the money. Focus on what you want and proceed. I needed a new computer. I didn't really want to spend the cash on a new computer, nor did I really want to put it on a credit card. I went to the website, I found the computer that I wanted, and as I'm ordering the computer, I'm ordering it. I'm on the website ordering it. And I'm like, all right. This offer comes up. It says, do you want interest-free financing? And I'm like, sure. So now I didn't have to pull out, $1,500 out of my pocket. Now I can pay a little bit every month and not destroy my budget or my savings or my credit card balance. Do it. Just do it. Thoughts externalize themselves. Yes, they do. I do mindset as well. Excellent. Wonderful Warren. Go check out Wonderful Warren. Thanks. You're welcome. I got to get out of here. Hey, no QX80 yet, but I'm getting a house. I'm trying to manifest a car and I got a house instead. No. That darn universe, it's trying to trick me. Give me a house instead of a car. That's awesome. The universe does not discriminate. No, it does not. Do you believe in angel numbers? I'm getting more and more belief in angel numbers. I'm starting to see them all the time. In fact, I just got a mailbox. I have a business address because I didn't want to put my home address on all my stuff. So I got a business address with a mailbox number. My mailbox number is 333. Yark, 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 yark. How fun. Would you mind sharing your zodiac sign? I am on the dividing line between Scorpio and Sagittarius. Greetings from Argentina. Love your content. Thank you, Argentina. I love you for loving my content. Thinking from the end is the beginning of all miracles. Oh, I like how you said that. Thinking from the end is the beginning of all miracles. Sounds like it should be said in a very wise voice. Thinking from the end is the beginning of all miracles. There, did you like that? Say hi to your wife. Hey, Stephanie, I will. May you and your wife have a great evening. Thank you. What's the name of the book again? Name of what book? Did I talk about a book? Bob Proctor was a mentor of mine. Oh, you're so lucky to have met him. I know somebody else that met him too. I never got to meet him. Love Bob Proctor. I'm born November 30th. I think we're put here for manifestation. My birthday's November 22nd. Shars, what book was I talking about? I was talking about my website, recalculateyourlife.com, and there's a life purpose exercise. It's a PDF on my website. I don't know that I mentioned a book. Did I mention a book today? I don't know. Are you still here? If you're still here, let me know. Oh, Jonathan Livingston Seagull. That was the book. It's a very old book. A very old book. Jonathan Livingston Seagull. It's the type of bird. Seagull. Seagull, the type of bird. Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Yes. Richard Bachman, I want to say. That may not be right. But Jonathan Livingston Seagull definitely is the title. And reading that book will help you understand why you have to start at the beginning of the process to understand the process to get to the fast end of the process. Right? The great, great book. It's not very big either. It's very small. The Seagull book. Yes. Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Right? There you go. Livingston something. Such a great book. Yes, it is. I can't believe I thought of that. I read that so many millions of years ago. That is an old book. I mean, it's not like when I say old, I mean, what was it? 70s? 80s? Early 80s? That came out? I don't know. Read it as a kid. It was over my head at the time. Yeah, I'm sure if I reread it now, it would mean totally different to me than what it meant at the time. Neil Diamond sang a song of Jonathan Livingston. Did he really? I didn't know that. 79. Okay, there. I knew it was late 70s, early 80s. All right. I gotta go. For those of you that came late, I am so sorry you came late. Not as old as Wallace Wattles' book. No, it's not. It's not as old as Wallace Wattles. I love all the 100, 120-year-old, 80-year-old classics. Love all of those. Everything we have in personal development today came out of all of that from 100 years ago. It's all the same stuff. Have a great weekend. You guys have a great weekend too. I might be on tomorrow afternoon again. If you're in the neighborhood, I will see you then. Have a great night. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you again so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the likes, the gifts, all of your support, your views and comments. Love you. Have a great day. Thank you, Warren. You take care too. See ya.